Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'd like to talk about at some stage in your life there is a decision gotta be made. It needs to be made. It is essential for growth, for your own growth, for keeping evolving in this human form. The decision is along the line is this is all working out for me. Easier said than done, always, as always. What it means, right? I feel like people are expecting once they made a decision or once they feel this sounds or looks like a decision, things just magically, miraculously work out. There is nothing quote unquote negative or has any resistance against their decision. And that is not, that is, if this is how it actually is about, then we are being naive about all of this. I'm saying this is to say this is what is trusting the process looking like, right? You made a decision. you go from A to B. Entertain this thought with me. Just humor me today, right? You want to go from A to B. It doesn't matter what happens in between. It doesn't matter what you meet. Anything, any circumstance, anyone stands in your way. It's out of the question. You are there. You are at the point. You are at your destination. Imagine how much power you are in and how. Look, this is not even about willpower. I am in no way talking about willpower because if you know me, you know what my message has been about over the past 4.5 years. You know that I'm all about heart-based manifesting your divine selection, not from your ego mind, because it is truly limited and it's based on the historical what you perceived, right? This tricky part is you perceived things happened. You perceived somebody did this, somebody did that, you did this, you did that. Therefore, the data, they are not reliable at all. Your perception is in no way reliable. It comes from these traumatized lenses, these distorted lenses. Hence, I have always been saying this specific person might not be your divine selection. They could be, but it's because you picked them, you met them from the point where you were perceiving, oh, I really like this person, I like their vibe, I like whatever, I like all of them, and you just fall really, really hard. That is a trauma response. That is not steady, slow, making sure that this is what life wants for you, what your heart wants for you. You get what I'm saying here? That is why, let's just say this person is your divine selection. You go from A to B is truly one of the biggest purposes, or one of the purposes, because purposes can be you being your mom, your dad's daughter, your parents' son, your siblings' brother, sister. This can be one of the purposes. And you come to the shops and you buy a box of strawberry, just like I did this morning. It could be the purpose. So don't really, I say don't, but do whatever you want. This purpose is not something huge. It's just the role we play and the position we're at, we go to, we fulfill. That's right. We fulfill this thing, whatever that thing is, whatever that role is, whatever hat you put on. They are all purposes. So I don't, for real, I don't really see nothing that is not purposed. If it's from your heart space, if it's from truly organically life wants for you, everything is for sure purposed. So this is the myth about finding your purpose that I explained it just now. So at some point in your life, you're gonna make the decision that life is actually working out for me. This is all here for me. And from this very incredibly empowered state, whatever you perceive sends you, because you're at a very powerful, empowered place. The trajectory is completely different from why is this happening to me? Why there is a example, I don't know what's going on in everybody's life. Why is there a third party? Why there are guys that asking me, there are girls wanting me to go on dates with them, or why out of a sudden I gotta move, or I gotta change a job, or anything. If you really sit quietly by yourself, you just have a taste of what life is wanting from you in this circumstance, in this moment. Most people in their lifetime, they just don't sit quietly enough. They can't sit quietly enough to actually truly tune in the purpose here. So if you sit quietly enough by yourself, right? You just settle whatever the ego wants, whatever the ego pushes you. Get up, do stuff. There's something's gonna be made happen by you. You can't sit around. You can't you can't sit around. You can't be quiet about all this actions need to be made. If you are constantly, and most people are in this state, then it's very messy and chaotic mental state. Is always this anxiousness behind all of this. No, I gotta do something. No, nothing can be done if I was not pushing or trying or constantly seeking and searching. This is truly, I want to say opposite, but it's just don't try so hard. Don't try hard. Don't try at all. That's what I actually would like you to start entertaining, right? Start feeling into the texture, right? The taste. You feel incredibly different, right? You truly see everything coming together for you. That's like just your basic state. Everything is coming together for me. I have no idea. And I am cool as a cucumber without knowing. I want to not know that something amazing and is here for my growth, is here for my highest good, whatever spiritual people call it, is here for me. To learn more about me, to learn more about my triggers, my reactions, the emotions that keep on pushing and repressing, suppressing my life in this lifetime, and I want to keep on releasing, transmuting the energy. If this is where your attitude is coming from, life becomes truly magical. Because you are literally claiming, I am here for all of this. I'm not pushing against anything. I'm holding myself in my own hands and nourishing, protecting. I use this protect word very carefully and mindfully because we're not against anything. So that essentially I want to change this word, not protecting, but you're nourishing, supporting, and truly respecting. You're here for yourself every step of the way. It doesn't matter what happens in each moment, what emotions, what triggers come up. Therefore, you're not afraid. You're not afraid of your own emotions. You see what I'm saying here? And that is just number one key. You feel incredibly safe. You feel incredibly settled in your nervous system. Because nothing is perceived as a threat. And Florence Scovel also talked about in her book, I'm just not offended by anything. I'm not offended by anyone. Truly entertain that, right? Have a little taste. How does my life look like? How does my current mental state or the way I perceive myself looks like if I was just to be like, life is here. Actually, life is all on my side. It doesn't matter what happens, what doesn't happen. Everything and everyone is here for me. Truly sit quietly, right? And milk that state. And start saturating yourself in that state. So that is actually the truest form of freedom and liberation, because if mentally, psychologically, emotionally, psychosomatically you're not free, I promise you, it doesn't matter what your 3D looks like, what your current circumstance gives you or doesn't give you. You can have your specific person in your bed and all you want, you don't feel free inside, you feel trapped. You can get paid 6-7 figures, you don't feel free inside. And a lot of people actually need to go through all those to come around and go like, oh, actually this is not the answer. That's their purpose. It's purposed for them to go through, to seek and search, to achieve, to accomplish the society want, or the society or promoting to chase and seek and search and accomplish, gathering, accumulating money. In that way, I'm not saying making money or gathering money, although you never make money, but that's another topic, completely another topic I'm not going into in this video. Yeah, some way, some shape, some form, you gotta make the decision at some stage in your life that this is all working out for me. I don't know how, I don't know why, and it's not my job to know. I don't know how, but I do know why. Because I decided that life is all working out for me, that this is all for me. That this stage in life that I get to try on the roles, if it was to be a drug addict, be a homeless person like I was 2 years ago, if it was to be anything you want to try the role on, and then you did, and you didn't feel it's not fun, you didn't feel it's fun, right? You can always switch it. And the baseline is, in your blood that life is all here for you. Whomever you manifest, whatever you manifest, you really need to sit long enough with the decision, and you make the decision hard and strong and steady and in your conviction that this is all working out. And from A to B, whatever, from the start of the journey and destination, they're all the same. You're already arrived. You are already arrived. You saw the end. It's nothing to struggle here. Everything is here for your growth.